Alright, here we are. We're going to install the X module for the GTR 215. It's actually called the X package ski module. So this is going to give the X functionality to the computer for certain functions of the Sea Doo. We've got handy dandy Chris here who's going to be helping me install this thing. So of course we've had the obligatory beers to get things going. So that'll help make this a little bit easier. One thing we haven't, I took off the panels. So here are the panels. So these come off first. And if you don't know how to do that, you have to find another video, but they're sitting here, they're attached over here. So after you get the door off, the first thing or the cover off, the first thing you want to do is unhook the battery. So you take the negative terminal off first, and that's right here where I'm shining. That's the negative terminal. Yeah, right over here. And then you take off the positive, and I've already done that. Then you've got to unhook this thing, which I've also done. That's where all the electricals kind of piggyback onto the Sea Doo. They want you, or to the battery, so they want you to do that so you have easier access to all the connections. And then you got to remove this thing here. That's the module. So that just unclips, and you just got to lift it. Yeah, lift and pull. It actually slides. Connection there. Yeah. So, okay, so you want to pull this out. So what you do is you push down on this thing here, and then you're going to pull this straight back out. And there's it slides on this thing here. And then you're gonna, maybe you can do that, Chris. Take that out, push down on it, pull back. Takes the seal out. So now you want to pull that orange cap off, probably with a little screwdriver. It doesn't tell you to do that with a screwdriver, but it's a good idea. Carefully. There you go. You get a pair of needle nose pliers actually. You want to pull that white pin out. Oops. Make sure you can see the white pin out from the back. That's this little plug. So that comes out. Alright, so next thing you want to do, push that end of that cable. It's a single pin that goes in. Push it all the way through the rubber, and apparently it's going to click. I guess it's one way, and it is not going to come back out. There you go. It's nice and flush with the other pins there. So that's it for that end, I guess. Yep, and reassemble that. We took the rubber thing off so that we wouldn't lose it. Once that thing flips off, you're hooked. Okay, let's get a position. Okay, so you gotta tie wrap it. Can you grab that thing there? You gotta make sure that this thing goes all the way around, follows the same connector to the fuse box. So you're just going to tie wrap that in. We're going to leave a little bit of play, and we'll do the other. We did 2 tie wraps right now. We'll do the other 2 tie wraps after it's all connected to give us something to play with. Then we're going to connect the ends, those ends, into the back of the fuse box. Okay, so now we want to pull out this bus bar. It's called. It's this long thing here. There we go. Okay. All right. So that's a bus bar. And then if you look over, maybe you can turn it over, Chris.
Well, we'll show that the fuse is going to go in here.
The fuse is going to go in there, and there's the power. So the jumpers, we're not going to be able to show this because there are plugs on the other end, which we're going to remove. But the power is going to jump from here to there, and this is that one cable that they give on the end. And then the other black cable is going to go.
You have to make sure that this orientation matches
the one that's already in there. You'll hear a little click. Click. Same as that. that's it. So now you have these two connectors.
Basically, we created a fuse holder.
Created a fuse holder, and that's where the power is going to come in when we put that bus bar back on. It's getting power from this rail here. So let's put the bus bar back on.